Take us back last year with your blocked extra point return. How fun was that?
Man, it was just a great experience. I saw the ball in the air, had to get it, and then I just saw a lot of green grass in front of me, had to get in the end zone.
Nothing like doing that at home, basically.
Man, that was an amazing feeling for sure.
What's this rivalry been like for you growing up in Lawrence?
Man, this rivalry means a lot to me. Just growing up in Lawrence, I used to always go to these games as a little kid. Used to play tag football on the hill in Lawrence, so just being able to play in it is just an amazing experience.
What do you think you guys did as a defensive secondary so well against West Virginia?
I feel like we were on the same page with our communication and just everything. We could just go out there and play fast, play smooth, and just make plays.
Keenan, as someone who, I guess, grew up with this rivalry, what makes it such a special rivalry?
Man, just we're so close. We're right an hour away, so we're all in Kansas, and it's just a great experience to be able to play each other.
Growing up, did you have any idea you'd be in this rivalry game but playing for K-State?
You know, I would have never thought that. I probably would have thought I'd be playing for the Jayhawks, but things turned out different. I'm glad it turned out this way for sure.
What kind of problems does Jalen Daniels present for you?
Man, they just have a really good explosive offense, and they can make a lot of big-time plays, so we got to minimize it as much as we can.
I don't know, sometimes it's being in the right place at the right time, and some of it's just doing my job and just playing just our rules and principles and stuff, just doing that. So I think it's a contribution of all those things.
How'd you hold up after the hit that you took from your teammate on the
Oh,
inside?
I was fine. I mean, I kind of didn't really feel it at first, but then as the game went on, legs kind of a little sore, but I was fine, so it was all good.
How do you evaluate the secondary play at West Virginia?
I think overall, I think it's probably one of our best games we played. I thought, we obviously had 2 interceptions, which was big time, but we were just trying to be physical because West Virginia was trying to run the ball, which they did. I mean, they had a really good, tough quarterback. He was a tough runner, and they had good running backs too, so we're just trying to make big-time plays there too.
How much more comfortable are you in this defense?
I'm feeling comfortable. I mean, I'm just trying to get better every week, practicing, and that's just my goal is just keep getting better and better. So that's what I'm trying to do.
When I say Sunflower Showdown, what comes to mind?
I'd say, to me, I mean, I'm not from Kansas, but I've had my time here, and it's just I know it's really big to these Kansas kids. So and they're my teammates and stuff. It means a lot to me too. So when I hear Sunflower Showdown, it's gonna be a hard-nosed, tough game, and Kansas is gonna bring their all. So it's gonna be a hard game.
We sent a little heat to them, and we was hoping that coverage is just like if the blitz don't work, you just got to be good with your pass. And me and my safety, Jordan Riley, was talking about already what the play was coming, just from watching our film. So mostly we low-key showed it early, so I thought he wasn't going to throw it. But then once I seen the ball thrown, I was just like, I just got to get in the end zone.
How often do you guys kind of know what play is coming?
I wouldn't say we know what's coming. It's just you take a guess just from your film study, because they especially West Virginia, they show what they show early they're going to do later. So it's just you taking a guess. I wouldn't say you truly know.
How much of a thrill is it for a defensive guy to get in the end zone?
It's always a thrill just because we don't get them a lot. So when you get the opportunity, you got to make it count.
I know you're not from Kansas, but you've obviously been involved in this rivalry. How much does this rivalry mean to this team?
It's huge. It's mostly who wins the state. So everybody looks forward to this game. They always circle it on the calendar. So it's just everybody, we look forward to it. The community looks forward to it, and we just want to make the community be able to brag about it.
When you were being recruited coming into K-State, were you told how much this rivalry means to everyone?
I wouldn't say when I was getting recruited, but once you get here and once you sign up for it, that's the game. We all circle with the community circle. So it's just once you get here, once you sign here, they mostly always talk about it.
What are your memories from last year's game?
Mostly just getting that pick and just my halftime speech, just because in the first half we wasn't having the best game. We wasn't playing to our standards, so I just gave the team a speech, gave the defense a speech, just like we got to be ourselves. And then going out there to get the game-winning ceiling catch on defense was huge for me, and that game was just a moment for me that I belong here.
The West Virginia one?
Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was coming out of a timeout, and I kind of knew that would have a good chance of scoring. And we get out there and all the nickel and the safety and the corner were all kind of talking what we're going to do. And Avery gave me a good ball, and even though they knew what was coming, we were able to execute, so it was really fun.
What's enabled Will Antia to kind of unlock and show what he's got this year?
I think it's just like his drive for the game and how smart he is. He's a really smart player. He does a great job of attacking each day. He's a really hard worker, and he's just learning. He's getting better each game, and he's been making plays. So we've been really impressed with him, and love to see him doing good.
I asked Will after the game, because he's had immediate success in this offense. You saw some of that last year. How fun is this for a tight end?
It's awesome. The coaches are doing a really good job of giving us opportunities, and Avery's doing a great job of giving us the ball, and I think we're really executing at a high level right now, so it's really fun to see everyone doing really good. I think we have 4 tight ends with 2 touchdowns on the year, so it's been really fun.
What's the trick of not treating KU like your typical 2-5 team since they played so many close games?
Yeah, I think they are still a really good team. We're not going to look down on them at all or anything. We're just going to attack it like any other week and get to work today and attack each day and be 1-0 every day and be ready on Saturday.
We know it's a big rivalry week. We know what kind of team they are, a good team. Do not take it lightly at all, but it is another week, looking to go 1-0 on the week.
For someone who's put in this much time as a K-State Wildcat and has taken pride in winning this rivalry, how much does it mean to you to get this last one?
Yeah, it would mean a lot, but just I think the biggest thing that telling the guys is that when you make a game out to be something bigger than what it is, that's when you can trip up. So I think that's the biggest thing is just taking this week with a grain of salt and just saying, looking to go 1-0 on each day to give ourselves the best opportunity on Saturday.
What's the trick of not treating them like a 2-5 team?
Yeah, we know that they have a lot of weapons on their team. And what they can do, very explosive. But yeah, records aside, we know that what kind of players they have, and they are a good group. Looking forward to that though.
This is maybe a good reminder that they did win big last week. At least they're coming in. They kind of showed that.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at a whole lot of film and stuff just yet. But yeah, I know they won big on Saturday, and they're looking for this one just as much as we are.
So, Garrett Green was a problem. Jalen Daniels is a bigger version of that same type of player. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there definitely are similarities there. And we kind of showed some struggles a little bit with that quarterback run, so I'm definitely expecting to see some of that. We've played Jalen in the past, and he's a really great player. So, it's going to be tough to take care of him.
What was it that Green did that really gave you guys problems?
I think, we talked all week about how fast he is, and he was a fast player, but I think some of us, sometimes we didn't take great angles to him, and he cut back. He did a really good job of cutting back, and that caused us to miss tackles on him. So I say this week we need to really stress taking great angles to the ball.
Take me through that last play before halftime when he ended up getting injured. What did you see during that?
Kind of Austin Romaine and I were both kind of pluggers is what we call it. So we're melting off the quarterback's eyes, and we're trying to take away, him throwing the ball, but also, if he scrambles, we're the first guys to pull it up. So kind of saw him on the move, and I knew he'd been beating us with his legs all day, so I just triggered as fast as I could.
Why does this rivalry mean so much to you, Austin?
I think first of all, just being a Kansas kid, growing up in Kansas, I've been around this rivalry for my whole life. There's a lot of passion and emotion that goes into it. Personally, a lot of my family is associated with KU, either went to KU or we're KU fans, and so I actually grew up a KU fan. I've talked about that a few times, and so that plays a part of it too. And I think a little bit recently too is just how much more competitive it's got, has made it a lot more intense, and there's always kind of some trash talk between both sides in the off season. So I'll just say all those things.
Does